bubbles. What's that mean? Anybody know?
Bubbles are funny.
Are they funny?
By the way, we're on now.
Are we? Oh, I'm sorry. Shouldn't be saying stuff like that.
John Pattison. I'm here. I'm
here
here with the puppets, some of the Puppets Who Kill Puppeteers. We're looking at a second show, Dan and the Garden Shears.
Do we introduce ourselves?
Oh, sure.
I'm Bob Martin, and I play Cuddles.
That is how he really speaks.
I talk like this all the night.
And I'm Rocko.
My name is James Rankin, and I play Buttons the Last.
I should probably say my name, too. That'll help.
Yeah,
Bruce
that's
Hunter thing.
Rocco? We're doing, this is part of the best of season 3 and 4 DVD set. And here's Dan and the Garden Shears.
I remember when we shot the intros.
This really is one of my favorite episodes of Puppets Who Kill.
What's the food?
It's my favorite time of year.
It's all about the food.
Why is that,
Yeah.
Bill? Is the bracing promise of life's
I'm doing
renewal.
puppets with food.
That
me
and
too.
All
You
the
love
bodies
that
of
flapjack
snowmobilers will
thing?
soon be rising to the top.
Now, was I here for this one?
No. You
Is
were in LA again.
Is that why this is one of your favorite episodes?
It
Past
certainly
season
is.
one? How many seasons
I
were you
dreamed
in?
of
Two, at
actually.
least.
I dreamed of
Two?
playing all
Full
the puppet
season?
roles, but it wasn't possible.
You're right.
Have you been in any of these shows, Bob?
I did. My voice was in every. I mean, just so people understand.
Yeah.
But I was.
What kind of language is that?
Bob, I think you dubbed. Of course, you dubbed the voice later. I don't know if you did that in LA or in
This
Toronto.
is Johnny
Yeah,
doing
I'm
your
not
puppet.
sure.
Yeah. This is me doing Cuddles.
And that's me doing Dan.
What the heck?
That's Buttons.
That was his day off.
Nobody ever did their own character.
You mean
Yeah, that was the day. We should do that once.
I have actually on one occasion or another played every puppet on this series.
Oh, yeah.
Straightening me out.
I played
Yeah.
them all.
I think
played
I
you
was
smoking.
I think I remember showing up at a bar down the street from where I live and
did.
seeing that Puppets Who Kill was being shot, and I wandered in there and go,
That's right.
"Hey, I'm in this scene."
Well, you had said that you were not available that day, and we were actually shooting down the street from your house.
that's right.
And
You
we
were
were
drinking that day, remember? That was one of your drinking days, Bruce.
That's right.
Told you I'd return him.
That's Bruce McPhee.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
did a great job on this.
Hey,
I've known him
get
for a
that
long time.
flamingo.
When
So
I
the-
did Rocco
That's
for
my
whatever show it
flamingo.
was,
What
I had
about
fun
it?
smoking.
well, I had a flamingo stolen off my lawn last
But you know, it's
I
so
found
hard to
one last
duplicate another person's
Life's funny
performance
that
and
way.
especially get the
Found it
cadence
on my
of their
lawn.
voice
That's where you
correct.
found it. You
I did
lied.
Rocco once, and it was
Find his
really
papers,
impossible.
Twilight.
Oh, no, Rocco's.
should do it.
He's got a big head.
You found it easy.
I love doing
Not
Rocco.
until we resolve
I was
the
saying to Bruce, I
flamingo
had him
issue.
smoking constantly.
Are you talking about
Now-
doing him or actually
Oh, but I
puppeteering with
can.
him?
Both.
Now,
Okay.
now Bill is originally my character, so I used to perform Bill, and then Gord took Bill over. So
What a dickhead,
Bill is
huh, Dan?
easier for me
Yeah,
to
but
do.
even with Bill, there's a difference in
Unbelievable.
physicality when you're.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
a little
yeah.
quicker. I mean,
Gord
I-
does it quite differently.
The challenge with Cuddles for me was that it was the cadence. It was the cadence of delivery. It was slightly slower than I would, so I had to sort of justify that when I
Yeah.
was doing that.
Always gets the action.
Could never quite get the cadence that you do.
Say,
It
what's
was
with
really
all
hard.
these photos?
There's my photo. There it goes. Not that it really matters, but
Gee,
Oh, the memory.
I wonder where they all are now.
What are you doing now,
man.
Jim? What are you doing now?
Oh,
Oh, Buttons.
I'm in agony under the bed is what I'm doing. It was always the
Back
hardest
to
scenes
the
was the
dead
lovemaking
thing for a
scene.
second.
Oh,
I had
Didn't I
a
do
moment
Honestly.
of claustrophobic panic.
What curse?
Really?
One episode,
Yeah.
and
All the
you know,
men that I
just
have
so
sex
with.
people
Were you under a
know,
bed?
you're often in a trunk or under a bed or under the couch.
days?
I was under the
I know,
bed,
it's weird.
and Dan was
Kinda makes it hard to
hog-tied
have a regular
on top of the
relationship.
bed. So I was okay
Yeah.
until he got on the bed, and it
don't
pressed
believe
down
it,
on my
Kurt.
face, and I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. I felt so embarrassed because
Yeah.
they had to take me out, you know.
They all went.
we took you out in a cold sweat.
He said, I need a few minutes. It was a bit
We had to take you outside.
Living all my ex-
slap me around and stick me back into the bed.
I remember we were sewn into we were screwed into under a bed, and it was a foursome or something,
I
didn't it?
thought
Wasn't it
maybe
Buttons?
chlamydia
Yeah.
And
were
remember that?
Yeah, there was one
Yeah.
where they all shared a bed.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
together.
I'm
They
so
were painful. The bedroom scenes were
Make
always
love to me.
by far the most painful.
You're not afraid of a little curse, are you?
Except for that moment.
And then she said,
See there,
"There's a
you're just
curse
sitting
her
on the
life.
floor like we
Any man who has sex with her dies."
I always like shows where you come back and report to Dan what
Yeah.
you've been told by somebody.
With your head.
It's
But what if it's true? You
fun.
think I want to die?
Especially when
Watching
he's boffing his girlfriend. I love how he was always. Remember that? He was
Yeah,
always
yeah.
like telling him how good he is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Why would I do that?
Because then,
When they don't die in 2 days, you'll see her story is total bullshit.
I think he has woman issues. I think Dan, doesn't he? In this
he's
show?
useless around women. He's also the worst social worker you can imagine. That's what I love about Dan's character.
Yeah.
Dispenser of bad advice.
He's so bitter, and he's everything. His advice is always selfishly motivated.
Yeah.
He makes everything worse.
Yeah, he makes
Everything
everything worse.
But thinks
and this-
he's brilliant.
And this episode is
He's so morally superior, but
He's patronizing, he's condescending.
this episode plays right into his weaknesses too. All he wants is his garden shears back. That's all he cares
yeah.
about, and he never gets them back.
That's beautiful, Dan. You're like Jesus without the beard or the hooker girlfriend.
We didn't get a note about that line.
We didn't. The CRT complaint was from season 1.
Now there were a couple of neighbors who were established, right? Eric Peterson was.
Well, this is actually the same name of character.
Oh, it is. So
Yeah.
it's Eric
The
was
second version.
The nasty next door neighbor Quigley.
Finders keepers.
So this is
Yeah.
the new
Oh,
Quigley?
Mr. Quigley. All right.
This is the new version of Quigley.
Yeah,
Yeah, Eric Peterson was doing corner gas.
Yeah.
I hope you die.
Not available.
How about that, huh? Huh? Oh, what's wrong? Check out your tongue, huh?
Gosh.
Oh, well, he fainted. That's too bad.
How many people
'cause it
died
was
in that-
getting really good.
That little
That
corridor.
lobby,
in
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Does
in
that?
that house.
I like how Bill kicks him here.
I don't know a lot, but I know a dead guy when I see one.
Just a little kick.
I love when we do the
Little
feet stuff. The feet stuff is always really good.
How was I
Yeah,
to
we
know?
got a.
Do you know how many people I've wished death upon?
We built a
Nothing.
fake floor as well,
This
so
guy,
you
10
could shoot down and see
seconds
the
flat.
puppet. It
Yeah.
was really, really effective.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna call the cops.
Let's think this through, Dan. Do you think anyone's going to believe your lame-ass story that he dropped dead in our house?
How many times have the cops been to this house
nuts?
before
Yeah.
they suspect anything, you know?
Well, what would you have me do?
Well, you drag him to his place and make it look like he dropped dead in
Yeah,
his
you
own
can
property.
really see Bill's lazy eye there.
That is absolutely not going to happen.
Dan's
You think that his family's gonna get those
I didn't want
Garden
to mention
Shears
that.
back after he died
He does
at
have a
your
very
house?
puppety face, you know. He's perfect.
Well, it is only
is like a
20
puppet.
feet in that direction.
Attaboy, Dan. Why don't you go for a walk?
Yeah, we'll make this problem go away. I get the hint.
You always get the head.
Was made in the early 50s.
Says the funeral's
He's stuffed with
So do they
newspaper.
make them like that? Do they
They
still?
all look the same.
But do they? But I mean, do they make modern versions?
They don't
of
make
this?
them anymore. No.
They don't, eh?
It's made. They're all made by one guy, and he made them for decades
In England?
in England. And
I
London.
never want to go to that man's house.
Well, you know what? He also.
Don't have dinner
this is the
at
one
that
with the
man's house.
Oh, the clown.
Lucky the
this
Clown.
Oh, yeah,
crazy
right.
clown
I got him to sleep with her. Right, Lucky?
thing. Oh,
He doesn't
yeah.
die in 2 days. I push him aside, and I take his place. It's
The clown is just
So he's
so
like a complete
idiotic
idiot
too.
who's never been laid in his
Set a
life.
clown to
Exactly.
up to have
You don't
sex
want
with
anyone
this woman.
experienced to get the job. This guy's perfect. He's stupid, malleable, a total fucking moron. You don't care about a curse, do ya? Do
I like
ya?
how liberal we are with our language.
Go along with anything.
Fucking
You're
right.
stupid, right? Yeah. Yeah.
A little bell inside his head or something. It's like,
This is the show where they wouldn't let us use the funeral home.
So this is not a funeral home.
No, this is inside a church. We had to.
Okay
the
with
church
that.
let us.
Much better. Church
Very
was,
liberal religion.
They were fine with it.
They want people to come. That's all
In
that
fact,
matters.
well,
they say,
yeah.
puppets who kill, come on in.
Brenda Bassett.
Condolences.
Thank you for
And she delivers a brilliant
Oh,
performance.
she's so good
Oh,
in
man.
this.
Always insisted on returning anything he borrowed.
my poor husband. The last time I saw him, he was a vibrant, healthy man.
Last time I saw him, we were dragging his body across the porch like a sack of potatoes.
I beg your pardon.
It means it was a drag that he died.
Good lie, Rocco.
So we say goodbye to
Incredibly lame.
a solid,
Yeah.
salt of the earth gentleman.
This woman was
Never
very
afraid
funny
to
too.
give
This
his
old
opinion.
lady.
You can say that again.
Please
starts
come by the
setting up for
coffin to pay your
annoyance.
final
Getting
respects to
withering
this
look.
wonderful,
Love it.
decent man.
The characters, the casting of all the different characters was amazing
What a
on this
service.
Yeah, almost made me like the guy.
And this episode, we really scored with all the actors were great on this
Yeah.
episode.
Hell, he's got my garden shears. Yeah. Quigley loved to garden. We thought it'd be nice to bury him with something that represents his passion. My God, that guy had a green thumb.
Son of a
bitch, they're gonna bury him with my garden
We're
shears.
so petty. These characters are so petty. You know?
I really like how Rocko and Bill are operating as a
Take him off
team
his
on this
corpse?
show.
No way.
The spoils
They
go
always
to
end up
those
being
They
working
often-
together.
they often-
where others will
I
not.
remember when they were. Bill was cutting a body up in the bathtub. Remember, looking
That's
for a
right.
diamond.
Looking for a diamond.
No way.
Rocko Buttons are another. They were another
Yeah.
team.
Cuddles was relatively independent.
Yeah,
he
you
had
were
his own
independent.
little crises.
Yeah,
I'm
but he
surprised
was-
they even let him in the house. Actually,
He went to high levels of spirituality and everything.
Remember, he built that little shrine and then Dan smashed it to smithereens. That's an example of bad.
He's got a death grip on me.
Very bad.
Damn it, this is no time to be polite.
He's not letting go. Cut his fucking arms off.
This worked out well.
Nix. Oh, shut up. Just make sure some old cadre doesn't stumble in here.
Desecration!
Shut up. Shut up.
She's a very experienced actor, this woman.
Can you describe the men who were desecrating the body? Okay, just keep calm. We'll get there.
Dan, can you believe it? Someone broke into the coffin and disturbed the body. What kind of people
Can't
live in
believe
this
that would
world?
ever happen on this show.
Probably just some nut from off the street.
Yeah, I'm sure that was it.
Poor lady's catatonic. Oh, if only we knew
love
what she
this
was
part.
trying to say. Oh, look at that.
That was a great bit.
Really nice. And the Ford LTD.
Dan's car.
All these old cars.
You know what's funny is we always were able to get this car when we needed to rent it.
Yeah.
Really?
And I always was worried that we wouldn't be able to get
Who'd
the
you
LTD.
rent it from?
We just rent it from this guy who rents cars to movie sets.
We drove it. I was in the car with Dan, and he drove it into that estate.
Yeah, the
Remember? We had to do
estate.
that a couple of times. That was great.
And is it like
miss
this,
those
or did
cars.
you
Yeah.
guys? It's just like rusty and
Yeah.
Rusty old
Crappy
early
old-
70s Ford LTD.
What is it?
It's lucky the
Nice
clown.
shirt, Dan.
This is a fun
Plan has gone
flashback.
to
that
shit.
Buttons recounts
What's the
now.
matter? He won't have sex with her.
No, he's having too much sex with her. He's ravaging her at every turn. It's driving me crazy.
It doesn't make any sense. The guy's a complete dork.
That's what I thought. But I was walking down the street and I went by a parked car. I look at him.
Memory walk.
What do I see?
That's right.
It's lucky. And the cursed.
How many women in these shows actually push the puppet down between their
All of
legs?
them.
Have you noticed
All
that?
of them.
Every one of them.
Every single one.
It's like it goes back to when they had a teddy bear or something. I don't know.
It's where the expression "pushing the
this.
puppet" comes from.
And we happen to come to a
This is a
stop
wonderful
by a
one.
phone booth.
It's such a family show.
Damn it. If it wasn't
I remember we were shooting this on the street, and there's a big crowd of people watching it.
Sure. They're
It was
probably
like-
used to it.
There's kids.
Was it in Hamilton
It was in
again?
Hamilton.
Yeah, they're used to porn being shot on the street in Hamilton, I think.
I thought you said he was a total unsexual moron.
They're completely desensitized.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, look, another porn film being shot. This one has a puppet. Oh, that's
porn.
different.
And even worse, he's not dying.
That's why they were so happy that Puppets Who Kill were there. Oh, more porn.
You know, the funny thing is people come up to me and they go, "This is such sick writing." And I go, "I didn't write it that way. The actor pushed the puppet down."
Oh yeah, that's
Right,
right.
right.
Yeah.
It's not in
You
the
wrote a
script.
very
Yeah,
innocent scene about a puppet having sex with a woman
right.
in a car.
It's completely
Yeah, that's
tasteful.
sick. They push the puppet down, but yeah, that's sick. But the other stuff is okay.
Fine.
I should point out, by the way, that Cuddles is almost completely absent from this episode. The Cuddles is not.
I think he's
really
plotting
barely
something,
made an
Bob. He's
appearance.
plotting
And,
something for the
and
next
that's why
show.
we asked you to be here.
Yes, I know. Comment on the. It's the absence of Cuddles that makes this episode remarkable.
Yeah.
Corpse to get $10 garden shears.
He's off doing
Good
something
thing I had the blowtorch.
important.
Cuddles actually does come in at important moments in this show to really kibosh
I'll
things.
just put them back.
Well, there's other shows that other puppets aren't in that much, but you'll see them walking by, you know?
Yeah.
So that always works.
Well, you know, it was one of the problems is it's too much to write the puppets into every scene, every puppet.
Someone has dug up my dear husband's body. Some inhuman monster has desecrated his grave.
Yeah, Dan's fake
The
concern
odd
was
thing
one of
is,
the things he did so well.
Yeah.
In real
Fake
life as well,
concern.
by the way.
It's true. He's just that veneer of caring.
Yeah.
He
Not
doesn't
even,
care at all.
not
He's
even,
very. I see this face a lot.
yeah,
when I'm
I've seen
talking
it many
to him.
times.
Yeah.
Not even a veneer, quite honestly.
That's right.
No.
You say, "Hey, Dan, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh, good."
Yeah. Good to see you. Interesting. That's his good to see you face. We'll have to work together again.
He did a wonderful job on this one though, pushing her up.
Nice writing, Johnny.
Lucky the clown dad.
Buttons, I think there's something you need to see.
Morning, Dan. I feel like $1,000,000.
That's great, but
The 2 days is up. Nothing happened to Lucky. So, first thing I did was rush over and get it on with a cursed lady.
that might not have been the best thing to do.
It's like you said, the curse was a crock of shit.
Have you seen the newspaper?
No, why? Did your Blue Jays lose again?
That's a good line.
That's a great line.
Aw, poor Lucky.
I think
never
you
looked
ad-libbed
out
that.
for Fucker anyway. Well, see ya. I'm off to do some more stooping.
That's all he lives for.
Yeah, it's
is
all
his
about sex
penis.
with Buttons.
The
I
sounds
know.
are great.
God.
Comes running back.
No.
Well, I hope you've all learned a valuable lesson from this week's events.
Yes, Dan. I was wrong to wish death on someone. I never knew the power of my own words before.
Very
Oh my God, really?
You got to admit it was pretty fun.
Oh, we have to go reshoot it now.
God
I
damn.
see the monitor.
This week's events.
I always love that he has a
serve as
big
reminder
ashtray full of
If you have an enemy out
cigarette
there,
butts in front
make
of him.
peace with them. Life is too short for petty squabbles.
Artificial
Dan.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
That's fucking beautiful. And someone like you.
Yeah, you're only saying that because you got your garden shears back.
It's true. Karma did smile on me. I got what I wanted.
How it all comes
And it doesn't
together
hurt
in
that
the end.
the widow Quigley thinks we're a great bunch
When
of
you watch
guys.
some of the expressions though in the puppet's
You got
faces,
your shears,
you
and I
swear,
got
like,
his heart. We both came out
Rocko
ahead.
just had the thing.
Did you
there.
say
You
you
can
got his
see
heart?
his face
Yeah.
moving yet.
You never
his
know when
eyes
it
are,
might come in
he's
handy.
completely
His
static.
heart?
Well, you call it a heart.
amazing.
I call it a...
Rocco's got a great
I say we
mouth.
eat it.
The way his
Eat
mouth
the heart
operates
of your
is
enemy
really,
and you gain his
really
strength.
interesting.
I want you to put that heart back right now. We're not going to eat Quigley's heart.
Oh, you don't know how good people can be. Well, I once ate a Brazilian soccer team that... Well, soccer players are a bit gamey, but... Well, Quigley, he's had a sedentary life. He's probably very tender.
This conversation is over. You guys make me sick.
Oh, boo-hoo, Dan. Like you wouldn't have taken his heart. You're so much better than we are, Mr. Maturity.
No way.
It's amazing to see who are the fans of this show are. It's such a widely diverse
I
group.
think Stephen Harper loves this show.
Oh,
You got
I
me
have
into
no
this
doubt.
curse thing with your bonehead advice.
So it's my fault that you went out and slept with the woman again?
It was your idea that
you
I
get a lot of
guy to
letters?
sleep with her and wait
Like
2
that were-
days.
Well, how was I to know his
I'm going to
dying in
kill
3
you.
days?
Or did you, did you get a lot of letters that people writing in?
very few that got to me.
Well, I saw a movie about a curse.
I had people write my agent and want
No, but
like
in this
stuff
movie,
sent to them, like
if
photos.
someone
I don't
was
know if they're
cursed-
just like collectors
all
or
they had
whatever,
to do
but
was
some of
find
them were
someone
young
to
people. I
replace
mean, there
them
was
with
one
the curse, and
kid
then
that was
they
like
die
13
instead.
years old, and I had to really think about whether I should
That
send anything.
sounds promising.
a bit nasty
We,
for that.
we get letters through the website now, but for a long time it was
No,
difficult
just to make you
to
feel
send
better.
letters,
Looks like
so
you're doing
I don't know where they
But,
would have gone
just-
to. But the website gets letters now.
Sugar?
I hope I'm not bothering you, Dan.
No,
Here's
no.
where she has her
I
meltdown.
hope
It's
you're
really
feeling
a nice
better
ramp
after all
up.
the trauma of the past week.
You've been such a gentleman. Coming to the funeral and counseling the family.
Well, we all have to look after our neighbors. I was just saying to the fellas, there isn't enough community spirit in the world. I mean, whatever happened to old-fashioned values these days?
It's a very nice sentiment.
So what can I do to help?
Yeah,
It's like that all in the family thing.
Yeah,
Garden
exactly.
Shears?
It is like
I
all
had
in
the
the family.
tiniest
It's
little
that, isn't
grass
it?
growing
Well,
out
it's
of
got
my
that
head.
sort
It's
of
really bugging me.
Wallpaper.
Listen just for a second.
I don't have any.
Sooty look.
But
Yeah.
I saw Cuddles with him this morning, whistling
Yellow,
and trimming a
didn't
hedge.
Yeah,
The
yellow.
house, you mean?
Yeah.
The
it's-
house. You thought it was something about Dan?
Here they are, Dan.
So here's Cuddles
ruining
back.
the day. Oh,
Let's
there
get
it
back
is.
to kibosh.
Yeah.
So this he kiboshes the whole thing. Here.
Oh God, these are the ones taken from my husband's coffin.
No, that's not possible.
I'd know them anywhere. I wrote a message on them.
Happy gardening in heaven, my love. She's right, Dan.
Great
Way to
rock
go,
bastard.
Bob.
No, wait. Okay, wait.
No, I think
wait,
that's
wait,
Jim
wait,
playing
Yeah.
Cuddles.
Is it?
Please,
I
you have
remember
to
those
understand,
shears were hard to hold.
Those are
up.
my shears. Your husband took them.
How can you speak badly of the dead that way?
Well, he wouldn't give them back.
Oh, so you're talking about because they were yours. Oh, that's so much better. Why didn't you just ask me for them?
I didn't want to bother you at your time of grief.
So I dug up your.
So I dug him up
You are so
and stole him.
fake.
Dare
Dan.
you? He's burying the ground, and you're cutting off his arms and robbing his corpse. Ah, you
Now this is comedy.
fuck! You disgust me.
Oh, was this supposed to be a comedy show? I forgot.
This was originally supposed to be sold to crazy people, I think.
The caring
Serial
voice.
killers.
You see? Having the heart as collateral doesn't seem like such a bad idea now, does it, Dan?
I love the laugh. Bill's laugh.
So disturbing.
I can't believe she's got the garden.
A lot of
shears.
people
This
are
is where
really
the whole
disturbed by
thing
that
started.
puppet. They're really put
Oh,
off.
Bill? Oh, yeah, my
Bill.
brother
I
can't
think it's
watch
because of
it.
Magic, that movie
I
Magic.
guess this is
They either love him or they hate him.
He's really
You're like
Yeah.
God's star pupil, Dan.
He's the most psychopathic of the puppets. As well.
Oh yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dan,
Bill
look
Bill
at
has
Lucky
zero
lives.
conscience.
False alarm.
Not possible.
Sure it is. It turned out he didn't die at all. It was his father who died. Right, Lucky?
Oh, there you see? You were all worried over nothing.
What a relief. The curse is a crock of shit after all.
All's well that ends well.
Yeah.
You know something's coming.
Thinking I was living out my last days on Earth.
Is that telegraphed to you?
Telegraph. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. Everything's gonna be
A
all
lot of
right.
thoughts went through your head. Regrets, missed opportunities.
No, I didn't think of anything, as a matter of fact. Just a blank void. Oh, well. After you, Lucky.
Uh-oh.
Could
Oh.
see underneath.
Buttons. Buttons.
Almost.
Make
hard-
you get back
they're
your
up
dinner
so
of
high in
flying
the
meat
air.
pies.
Okay, Dan. Hey,
Yeah.
Lucky, wait up.
Yeah, you're seeing a bit of his legs there. It's,
Careful crossing the street.
That
Who would have
little-
guessed?
That little clown caused a lot of damage. Did you hear that?
Dear.
Lucky the clown, did he come?
And in a happy way?
No, that end with anyone for Coco. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we used to have that line, who wants Coco?
Who wants Coco?
Yeah.
I did that right.
But Johnny, didn't we have the clown come back?
Yeah, the clown was actually in season 2 as well, and he got his
Yeah.
head cut off.
Yeah, that's
and he was
right.
put in
That,
Dan's
yeah.
bed.
The other time I remember when they needed someone to pretend he was when the puppet got shot in the head. The other buttons.
yeah.
Remember that? That was
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
That was one of my
You see
favorites.
the laser on his head and then kaboom.
That was great.
That's right.
Remember when we shot that? We almost
Thanks-
got killed.
Thanks for
Network
watching with
didn't
us.
want to do
Thanks.
that.
And that ends it.
Oh, God.